you've got to love about Red Watch, Dermot, is not only do we get entertained, we get informed as well. And you're going to inform us, because let's go to Darren England, who was busy at the Etihad. Crystal Palace 2-0 up against Manchester City. But should there have been a foul awarded after Ayew's challenge on Cancelo? Let's do this one. This wasn't clenched and he didn't throw it violently. Yeah. So that's the difference between the red and the yellow. Okay. Right. Let's get into this bit then, shall we? That was the little warm-up.
Is there a more difficult decision?
Yeah. Let's talk about...
Why is it when there's a difficult decision you want me to explain it, and yet the easy ones you can do?
No. I'm just clarifying there. As a clarification. This one is explanation. Okay. They're different. Let's talk about this one, because Palace thought they were 3 up. So why was this disallowed? What we're going to do is see it first up. Yeah, well, well done, Dermot.
Right.
But I think that what is slightly confusing is that grey area about how far away can you be, because that's subjective rather than demonstrable, isn't it?
I think that will always be like that as well, because the minute you put a distance...
A bit like offsides, then.
Very much like offside.
In build-ups to penalty decisions. Okay, what about City's hat-trick hero, Erling Haaland? Okay, how...
Certainly not dangerous. It's certainly not gone to hurt the player.
If that was an overhead kick that ended up in a goal and the defender had their head in that high, would the goal be ruled out?
We've already seen that happen.
Or hitting the back of the net than the other one, wasn't it? Let's be honest. There wasn't 42 passes in between. I exaggerate a little, don't I? Right, Brentford wanted a penalty for didn't we? Can come up off here, onto your arm, and that's it. Penalty and red card. Sue, you're happy with that decision, aren't you? Yeah, I thought you might be.
Never a penalty.
Never a penalty. All right, well, we got there in the end. We were informed, educated, and entertained, all in one piece. Marvellous. Okay, we're going to be rewinding this about 20 minutes to see if Dermot was offside. But that's been it for Red Watch. More from these two coming next. Okay, Newcastle had a goal disallowed against Crystal Palace. Right. After VAR suggested referee Michael Salisbury overturn it for a foul by Willock on Gaeta. This was the actual moment here where they collided. But if we go back and we can see it from the beginning, Dermot, talk us through this.
Pushed into him.
And it's not that he wasn't given an angle that shows the push, because as we can see here, he was given that angle where he could see. So,
but again, to back that up, Rob, when they got the ball and it transferred very quickly, so there's no chance to reset.
What happened to this more robust physical football then? We've gone back to last season, as we see.
Yeah, and it's the inconsistency, isn't it? I think that is frustrating people. But
don't be ridiculous. He's got a bicycle. Right. Let's because we're not just here to knock. We're here to give credit where credit's due, and let's give Paul Tierney a wonderful thumb.
All offside.
Yeah, but as you said, there was a lot of players offside there, but actually they didn't impact on the game. What I'm saying is the impact of the player was that clear and obvious.
Well, it was, because he's loud.
Okay, Dermot, take a deep breath, relax for a few minutes, but there is much more Red Watch. You two go nowhere either, because we're holding up the board for a time added on to Red Watch this week. We've got incidents from all over the weekend, including Leeds and that Jesse Marsh red card. That's on the way next. Look at that, bang on 11:30. Dermot Gallagher is here, Red Watch is here, Sue and Stephen are here. Everybody's ready. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Let's start with the Manchester derby. The Marsby yesterday, wasn't it? Let's get to Selhurst Park, shall we? Palace against Chelsea. Thiago Silva. Okay.
Just running back. I don't think it's a clear and obvious goal scoring opportunity. But I think I don't get how you can do that on a football pitch and get away with it.
I'm so surprised that it wasn't a red card.
I'm going to stick up for Dermot here. Didn't I've got to go. Didn't your choice of words there actually back up Dermot's answer? Because he said, I don't think it was an obvious
No, because it's hypothetical,
but it's possible. And that's what Dermot was saying. That dogso is obvious. And
No, because
Dermot was saying it was possible.
hypothetically speaking, I'm talking about the
Looking in, these sort of times are just made up a lot of the time.
That was unusual though, wasn't it? 2 minutes. We've seen first halves now 3 and 4 minutes added. We've seen second halves 5 and 6 minutes added. There's much more time added this season than ever before. Manchester derby was very unusual. 2 minutes.
Does it frustrate you, time wasting? And what should be done?
Yeah, it does. And I was just wondering if the goalkeeper, so if they take ages taking a goal, sort of say to them, you need to hurry up, and then if they do it again, would you then book them? Would that be the way it would?
That actually happened at Leeds, didn't it? That he told the goalkeeper to speed up in the first half, which again is unusual. We never saw that before. So I think they're more aware of it, but I think it stood out for what you said because there was only 2 minutes added at Manchester yesterday.
Okay, lots more to get through on Ref Watch. That's on the way next. Okay, I've had a little lie down. I've got myself back on track. Okay, damn it. Let's get back to the action. Let's go to Craven Cottage. So we had a red card really early on in this game between Fulham and Newcastle. Chalabar sent off. Did they get it right, Stephen?
See, I'm really torn on this. I think it is a genuine attempt to go for the ball.
Right, okay. Another good decision from Thomas Bremmel here. He was very quick to say no penalty.
Yeah.
Did he get it right? Right, talking of Liverpool, tight offside in this one. And initially given Mo Salah in the offside position.
Yeah.
Did they get...
Actually offside.
Yeah, and so,
Sorry.
to be fair to assistant referees, and we like to be balanced, don't we? There were a couple of decisions we haven't shown which were really tight, and the assistant referees got them right. Majority
we
of
saw
the time.
one earlier with the goal where he thought the ball was over the line. Kenty Garcia, he was just onside. Simon Bennett kept the slide down, goal given, checked, onside.
Brilliant. Right, let's go to the Scottish Premiership red carpet. Cammy Devlin, no arguments here. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You can do whatever you want to.
I don't want to see either of those given as handball, but if you're going to give one, you have to give the other. And I think when I saw the Dan Burn one,
The letter of the law seems like a game of Scrabble this morning. Other games are available. There seems to be loads of letters in that law at the moment, and it depends which one you pick out the bag. Let's go back to Arsenal against Liverpool, shall we? Penalty, Arsenal. Thiago
Made that decision.
one player's dummy is another player's trying to get out of the way, and he can't make himself invisible. But this just absolutely encapsulates what you were talking about. wasn't
Yeah, for me it's offside.
it? Was at that moment. Right, let's go to the Championship. Bizarre situation at Wigan. Talk us through this one. Delayed because one of the goals was 2 inches taller than the other. Right, I guess you get a half each of each goal, don't you? So it evens itself out. A different approach taken ahead of the Scottish Premiership game between Livingston and Ross County. W out, Dermot, I'm afraid, because that's all we've got time for on Ref Watch today. Lovely to have your company as always as a Monday morning. You two, you're staying here because there's more from the football show, including Tottenham. That's on the way next.